Good morning, beautiful souls. How's everybody doing today? I hope everyone is having a great and wonderful day. I know I am. It is a beautiful day here. It is cold and chilly outside, but it is a beautiful, beautiful day. A beautiful day. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Took Tanner out bright and early this morning. It's all nice and cool and nippy outside. Luckily, though, it was not as cold as it was yesterday or the day before. We're actually supposed to warm up a little bit today. But it is a beautiful and a wonderful day. So, I'm glad to be here. I'm glad each and every one of you that join me today or tune in later on to the show. Whenever you get the opportunity to listen to this, I hope it catches you in a good place. And if not, spend some time here. We'll get you there. I like to encourage people. I like to uplift people. That's what I'm here for. But, alright, let's get our Rumi day going. Come on, let's get this going. I'm so excited about this. This is a good one, people. I like this one. In order to understand the dance, one must be still. And in order to truly understand stillness, one must dance. Rumi. In order to understand the dance, one must be still. In order to truly understand stillness, one must dance. It's the duality of life, of nature, of the universe, of the cosmos. You can't understand stillness without understanding the dance, and you can't understand the dance without understanding stillness. Just like you can't understand the light without the dark, and you can't understand the dark without the light. I see people talk about things like, if I could erase, pain and heartache and suffering from the world, I would. But then we wouldn't know, without understanding the depths of pain and suffering and heartache, we wouldn't understand the highs and the joy, those peaks of things like joy and love and compassion. It's a sad truth that we have to have both so that we can understand, that we can understand them. You can't truly appreciate the depths of love if you haven't stepped into if you haven't experienced heartache, if you haven't experienced sorrow, if you haven't experienced the lack of love or the opposite of love, even hate, if you've experienced, someone hating you, and then on the opposite end of it, you experience someone loving you, that is a drastically different dynamic. And you can truly understand love because you've experienced the opposite. So now it gives you an appreciation for it. It gives you a deeper understanding of it. So, just like it is to dance, which, funny enough, I was dancing this morning. I was listening to, what's the name of the song? Can't Stop This Feeling. Justin Timberlake. It's from the Trolls movie. My little niece, absolutely a great niece. My great niece absolutely loves those movies. She will talk your ear off about them. She just turned 5. But she will talk your ear off about those movies if you let her. She will tell you all about every single one of the Trolls. But I was listening to that song and, dancing around the house and stuff. Just good morning this morning. It's just a great, blessed morning full of love and happiness and joy and peace. And you know what? I decided I was going to be that way today. No one else. Nothing can change that. Only I can allow that to change. No matter what happens today, only I can change whether I'm happy or not, whether I'm at peace or not, whether I'm feeling love. It's one of the things that I was always told in life. My dad told me, he said, you can't control the way other people act or think. He says you have no control over another person. He says the one person you do have control over is yourself. And so that's something that's always stuck with me. And, and I've got that through martial arts teachers throughout the years and different spiritual mentors and guides. And it's true. The only thing that we can truly control in this world is us. Is how we choose to react to things that go on around us. So, say I get up after doing the show and I walk outside, go clear snow off of my van to get it ready for going to a meeting tonight, and I find out someone rearing up my van and just totaled it. I could get upset, I could get pissed, I could get angry. It's not going to do me any good. It's not going to solve the problem. It's not going to fix the issue. And all it's going to do is make me miserable. So I can choose how I react to a situation like that. I could react to the situation and say, well, you know what? Maybe this happened because the van wasn't going to be safe to take out on the road. And so this happened to keep me from taking it out on the road. My van is safe to take out on the road. It's just an example, people. But, there's a lot of different reasons why something may happen, and we may never know them, or we may not know them for a long time. They're not always evident right away, so. But just remember, you're in control of how you handle things today. You're in control. You're in control of how you react if someone treats you bad or if someone treats you nice. You decide whether or not you operate out of a place of love and gratitude today, or if you're going to just be a grumpy butt and miserable all day. And if I see you being a grumpy butt, I'm going to call you a grumpy butt. I'm going to still tell you I love you. I'll probably say I love you, grumpy butt. Trust me, there's some days I wake up and I'm grumpy. Yeah, I'm not perfect. Don't think that for a minute. I'm far from it. I'm very much engrossed into this human experience at this point in time. And with that comes the good and the bad. I think I found our card for today too while I'm sitting here shuffling and rambling on. I do like to ramble. Y'all, if you ever watch the show, you should know that. And God forbid if y'all ever watch an episode with Demian and myself. I tell you what, me and that man, we can get off on some tangents. So, our card for today is Let Love Transform. Because, come on, it's Rumi. We're bringing it all down to love. That's what Rumi does. He breaks it all down to love. So here's today's card. Here, let's put this over my face and see if it will autofocus. I don't understand this camera at times, but hey, whatever. Alrighty, let's see. It looked like it was wanting to autofocus in on it earlier, and then it wouldn't. My fingers were not wanting to turn the pages, or the pages weren't wanting to separate. One of the two. One or the other. Just was. Let love transform. The spring of love arrives to transform the dust into a garden. The call is heard from the heavens to birds. The call is heard from the heavens to birds. Bleh. Say birds. Oh. It's one of those days, people. Remember when I talked about words hard? Yeah. Alright, let's start over. Taking it from the top. The spring of love arrives to transform the dust into a garden. The call from the heavens to bid the wings of soul to fly. The sea becomes filled with pearls. The dry land receives the water of life. The stone becomes a ruby, and the body becomes all soul. Rumi. Love is my medicine, intelligent medicine. It takes death and makes it a passageway into a greater life. What genius is this? A genius that will render anything and everything as a pathway to life. I have found a bench upon which we may be seated. Nay, not a bench, a love seat. It is carved of precious ruby. It sits under the gentle shade of an ancient tree that thrives in love's garden. Come sit with me, beloved, as we let the whispers of the great beloved penetrate our hollow ears, carried upon the sweet afternoon breeze. As the sun begins to set, the colors become vibrant. Even if we are deaf to the beloved's tender whispers, we shall not be blind. We shall be captured by the vivid display of the beloved's artistry and transported into peace. I like that. This oracle comes to you as a living spiritual gift. Whether you realize it or not, you have triumphed. You have blossomed, succeeded, cast aside that which is unworthy, and taken up love's way. How much delight there is from all of those that walk this way of love, of life, to find another precious companion in their midst. You are welcomed into this world where love finds a way. There is nothing impossible for love. It is not bound by the mind, and because of this, all manner of miraculous grace works through it in an endless creative variety. The great beloved is a show-off, creating with such genius as to be breathtaking. We are able to remain always in the heart, or were we able to remain always in the heart, we would be constantly breathless, and a fit of appreciation and awe so great, truly, there would not even be a slither of emptiness through which fear could enter. What does this mean? It means an avenue for divine fulfillment has found you. You are being given the power for spiritual success. Your heart's yearning shall manifest itself, but you must comply accordingly to the law of love. What does this mean exactly? Do not attach yourself to the form that your resolution and success shall take. Why would we seek to limit love's creative genius? Thus, no, instead, trust it will be magnificent perfection, literally the work of a great genius. Detach from your expectations of timing. The harvest will be at the best time when the ripeness is just right. So utterly juicy and sweet, you shall know with certainty that this was the best way. Not a moment sooner would have been perfect, nor a moment later. Absolute trust is the best way to adhere to the law of love. This gives you rather some energy to spare, perhaps that might have otherwise been engaged in perpetuating worry or doubt. Well, I am so happy to see that you're twiddling your divine thumbs and wondering if you're not going to worry. If you're just going to surrender and trust, then what exactly will you do with yourself? Well, of course you can just live your life, but perhaps maybe you want to dance barefoot and wild upon the cool sand at midnight under the fullness of the harvest moon. Lots of stuff about dancing. Dance, dance, dance. Sacred honoring ritual. Open your arms to the heaven and imagine sacred bounty pouring down, more than you can hold. This is love's gift of plenty to you. Imagine whatever it is you want: love, abundance, peace, passion, healing, purpose. Let it all descend into your body and soul, just like that. When you are ready, place your hands on your heart and say, I am love's own. I am seated with my brother Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, upon the love seat in the sacred garden of the divine creator. I am blessed to fulfill my destiny, to become divinity awakened and embodied, to receive all of life with the wings of angels at my back, so I may rise with my sacred animal feet to dance with sacred delight upon this earth. Put your hands in prayer, bow your head for a moment. You have finished the sacred honoring ritual. That was a nice card for today. I like that. It's all about just surrendering into love and letting love carry you on. Let love, you know. I was listening to a song earlier. Love is the answer. And it's true. Don't know the answer? It's love. Got a question about something? Can't figure it out? The answer's love. You can never go wrong with love. As long as you love from a pure, divine place, you can never go wrong with it. So, what will you do today? Are you going to dance? Are you going to sing? Going to do something artistic? Whatever you do it in love. And know that you are loved. And be blessed. And I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much for being here. I love you all. Have a great day.